This is my Yamaha Pacifica 012 Super Strat electric guitar that I'm going to do, as far as I know, a never-before-seen modification to. If you've seen the unboxing video, you know that I did do this to one other guitar, so this will be the second guitar like it in the world. So, let's get violating some warranty. Okay, so I considered doing this as a how-to video, but then I thought about potential liability if somebody burns themselves with a soldering iron or something like that. So I decided to just do the modifications and then illustrate what I did. This modification is based on the PRS Fiore Mark Lettieri Signature Series guitar with a couple of twists. As you can see, I have 3 push-pull pots, and I do still have one wire left to hook up, but I can't flip the pickguard over and illustrate it with that wire hooked up, so I'll have to do that after I show you what I did. I have a master tone control, a volume control for the humbucker pickup, and a volume control for the 2 single coil pickups. The reason why I did this is I like having the interrupt switch function by turning down one volume control and flipping the 5-way switch back and forth. You can see, if you look close, that I have everything actually grounded through the 5-way switch. So all of the pickups run actually through the push-pull pots, then to the tone and volume controls, then to the 5-way switch, and to ground. Here is the wiring diagram and the schematic of this modification if you want to do it yourself. I'm not sure how to upload JPEGs so that you can attach them in the description and download them, and I don't have a hosting site, but one thing you can do is make the screen on these images full screen, do a screenshot, and then paste it into any kind of photo editor like Microsoft Paint, or perhaps a document like Microsoft Word or Google Docs, and then print it off from there. Or PRS has kindly put the wiring diagram for the PRS Fiore up on their site, and I'll link to that in my description if you prefer to do something like that. This modification will give you, in one playing position, 22 different tone possibilities with the tone all the way up or all the way down. Plus, you also have the interrupt switch capability. With all the push-pull pots in, it just plays like a normal Super Strat. No differences except for the 2 independent volume controls. With the topmost push-pull pot out, it actually, in positions 2, 3, and 5, swaps the 2 single coil pickups. The center push-pull pot switches the humbucker between series and parallel, and the tone control push-pull pot actually, in positions 1 and 2, turns on all 3 pickups at the same time. One thing I forgot to mention is that I did have to replace the humbucker with a 4-wire humbucker because I couldn't get to the wire between the 2 coils in the original pickup in the Yamaha Pacifica. I'm sure that there's an easier way to wire this, or a simpler way to wire this. My brain doesn't really work like that. I did the wiring in sections according to what I wanted, and then put it all together into a comprehensive schematic and drew a wiring diagram based on that schematic. One of the hard lessons I learned is that if you have push-on knobs with the push-pull pots, make sure that you don't push them down too far, or they will get stuck and pull apart your push-pull pots when you go to remove them. Had to learn that the hard way, get more push-pull pots, and rewire it, and the knobs that I have on now are actually knobs with a set screw, so I don't have to worry about that again. Another thing I learned is that with the series parallel mod on the humbucker, you have to make sure that the adjustable pole pieces pretty closely match the radius of the neck, or you will have losses in volume as you go across the strings. As you can see, I did a slight modification to the pickguard as well. I added some opalescent vinyl to it because I thought that would look cool and go really good with the chrome hardware. So let's take a listen and see what sounds it'll make. I think I was playing all in the same place on all of those. I was trying to, because as we know, if you play different positions, or if you turn the volume controls down a little bit, you can get different tones as well. So that's why I think of it as it has 22 different primary tones, plus you can fiddle with stuff and play in different positions in the neck to get even more tones. But that's my wiring modification idea. As I said, it's based roughly on the PRS Fiore Mark Lettieri Signature Series guitar, except, as I mentioned, they have a master volume and two push-pull tone controls, one for the humbucker and one for the two single coils, that does different things with the 5-way switch. And I didn't really want the two tone controls in master volume. I wanted independent volumes and a master tone. Actually, I would have liked to have had two tones as well, but there just isn't enough room. Plus, it just makes everything way too busy anyway. So, I hope you like it. Like I said in the beginning, as far as I know, this particular type of modification has never been done before on any guitar, except I did it to my nephew's guitar to test it out and make sure that my schematic and wiring diagram would work before I got this guitar. So now he has one and I have one. And if you want to put in the work, you can have one too. If you like what you saw, like, subscribe, comment below, and have a fantastic day.